there's a chance she just did this shit?
Are you asking me that right now?
I'm asking you, do you think there's a chance she didn't do it on purpose?
I said I know that she caused the accident. She's responsible for the accident. What confuses me is she was in the fucking car, too. And she's too selfish to take her own fucking life. So yeah, she caused the accident. Did she murder them on purpose? Or did she cause an accident on accident?
By flooring it 100 miles an hour into
Exactly.
a brick wall?
I'm not saying she didn't do that. I feel like the kid is such a spoiled fucking brat and that she's so entitled and has a following and all the things. I feel like she did it for attention for herself to hurt herself, maybe with the intent of hurting them. I don't know. Make it make sense, because it just doesn't fucking make any sense.
Real talk, real laughs, and vibes that flow. Michael and Quincy, they host the show. Relationships, music, and late night tea. Always keeping it real with their honesty. Real Love Social, it's a vibe. Music, love, talk, now you've got to subscribe. Comedy, passion, stories are told. Nothing but truth with a touch of soul. So plug in, turn up, keep it real, let's go. With Michael and Quincy, don't you know? Real Love Social Podcast with Michael and Quincy. Real Love Social Podcast with Michael and Quincy. Real Love Social Podcast with Michael and Quincy. Real Love Social Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Real Love Social.
Hi, everyone. It's been a minute again. It's usually how we start our intro.
It's been a minute. It's not been too bad.
But we always come back.
Usually it's been a month. It's only been 14 days. That
You
ain't
always
bad.
have to have the exact day, don't you?
2 weeks.
Can't just say it's been a little bit, keeping it real.
I'd rather say what it is. It's been 2 weeks. But we did a lot of stuff in between.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks since we sat down like this, is what I meant.
Yeah.
Been all
Thanks to everybody, too. We have a lot of new followers and new supporters.
New haters.
Yeah, that too, but it's all good.
Comes with the territory.
It does. Yeah, but we're grateful. Trying to grow this page as big as we can. Can't do it without you.
Where's your glasses? You're not wearing them?
Not right at this moment.
So we got a few things to talk about, right?
Yeah, so what's on the agenda tonight, boss?
Well, there's a lot of stuff popping in the news right now.
Yeah.
Or not right now, but recently.
Well, that's always.
Yeah, true.
But we could touch base on a few things we did mention not too long ago about which one do you want to do? I know we discussed a few, so.
I was going to do an update on CHUD, but there's nothing to update.
He's not getting out.
He's not getting out unless someone puts up $1 million, and I highly doubt that's going to happen.
Oh, there's a little bit of new news on that. The judge made he was trying to get bailed out, and he wants him to have to go through 10 bondsmen to do it.
Really?
Instead of, he had a friend go up and say that he wanted to bail him out, And the judge made it absolutely impossible for that to happen by ordering. He said if 10 bondsmen would agree, then he could get bonded out.
So his friend couldn't just put up $1 million and get him out?
Yeah, that's what I read. That's what I listened to.
So I'm going to leave the restriction in place. Any bonding company would be limited to 100,000. Translates into 10 bonding companies to make it $1 million bond.
It's crazy.
So he's staying put, rightfully so.
Yeah, the newest thing I saw was made him look like the living shit because the prosecutor read his tweets to the judge.
This year on X, he posted, "Keep encouraging your fellow blacks to assault me. When you see a chimp with their brains blown out on the timeline, just know y'all did this to your own people." May 7, 2016, this is 6 days before this event. CHUD The Builder posts on X, "I will defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm." And then he posts another response to himself. "Series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys rioting when I walk free. Stay tuned." That's just the one that shows his motive and intent on what his business model is.
That did not look good at all.
That didn't go over well, so yeah, he's screwed.
And then at first I thought the clips of him crying in the courtroom was AI. I thought people were making that up, but
He really cried, didn't he?
Mhm.
I tried to find that too, but I didn't see it.
he did.
Yeah, I heard he really cried. Yeah, he probably shit's finally kicked in. He realized.
I just feel sorry for his son having to carry that legacy with him.
He has a son?
Hmm.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, he does have a son.
You've done more research than I have on this
Yeah.
weirdo.
Yeah, he's no good. He needs to be where he is. He talk about self-entitled. He really thought he had it in the bag with his, what I said on my page, premeditated.
Right.
Anyway,
He thinks
enough of
freedom
that.
of speech means you can go fuck with
Yeah.
people, and it's not how it works. Yeah, enough of him. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Rush being back. They
The band?
The band. He's Tom Sawyer. You know, the drummer passed away, and they pretty much was never going to play again. But Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, I think, is the guitar player. They're itching. Eddie's really been itching wanting to play, so they got with his sister, the drummer's sister, and she was cool with them going on. And
She makes the decision?
well, no, but they were really respectful with.
That's good. I was just wondering if there was some sort of...
And they're gonna. She has some charity. She's trying to build this big monument in their hometown for him, and they're gonna take a chunk of this tour money, and I'm sure they'll
that's
pay
nice.
for it. It's like very expensive. And she was there, and it was really a lot of people crying in the audience and stuff because they kept putting tributes to him throughout the show. It was in LA yesterday, I think.
When did this happen?
Yesterday.
And when will
They haven't
they
played
be...
in 10 years.
When will they be playing? Did
What do
they
you
say?
They're playing. They're on tour. That was the first show of their tour.
Oh, I thought you meant they just made the decision yesterday.
No,
okay,
no,
so
they
they
made
are
the
already
decision like a
actively
year
playing.
ago. I think
Okay.
last October they did a press conference and said they didn't say who their drummer was. And Rush has always been a three-piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I
Now
remember.
they're a four-piece. They got hired a keyboard player so Geddy can just play bass and sing and not have to do all three.
Oh, okay. That's going to be interesting. Wish we could go. Are they?
They're coming here.
They coming here?
Oh, yeah.
When?
I'm not sure the date. But,
We will check it out.
But I'm going to play a clip of her killing Tom Sawyer. Everyone, like, every camera was on this poor
So
girl.
the person they hired to do that is a woman.
Yes. And
Nice.
no name. No one knew who she was until
I
she
like
got
that.
this gig, and she's badass. And
Nice.
I didn't see this, but I heard already 2-3 times today. The very first song they open up with Xanadu, which is like crazy. They would open with that. It's like flexing. Like, yeah, bitch, we're back. We're gonna open up with this shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. But check this out. First song, she fumbled her stick a little bit
Oh.
on the huge screen is her face, and she catches it and smiles, and the crowd
Oh.
pretty much
I
said,
bet.
you know what, your nerves are cool now.
Aw. I love
And-
that.
Yeah,
This is
and
gonna be good.
every time she nailed a part, they were watching her. The crowd erupted like as if someone just made
Yeah.
a basket in a championship game.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, very cool.
So I got it queued up for where she Just a little part. I'm not going to play a bunch of it, but where is it? Here we go. Here's her. See how they already got different angles of her because they were watching her. So this
I can't
is.
see her, but yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you
sure I will in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is. I already got it set to the spot where she's doing the hard part of Tom Sawyer, or it's about to be.
Well, it's been kind of cool seeing all the older bands come back, like
Making it
Triumph, and who else was it? Now it's Rush, Triumph, and then, well, we always see Foreigner and Styx, even though it's not. I know, don't come for me that it's
Foreigner.
the actual
no real
band
foreigners in
members, but
Foreigner.
I mean,
They sound
it's about the
amazing.
music, right? I know the loyalty lies with the performers as well, but if you want to get a piece of it, it's the only way, and it sounds incredible. So if they're
Yeah.
going to do it, they have to do it justice.
Yeah,
and they do.
And they got the blessing from the singer.
Yeah, and then Styx.
Oh, there's a couple
And then we
of them
saw
guys still
38
do it.
Special. They were incredible.
They got one original, I believe. Like Styx has a couple, 38 one.
Well, I know there was someone else too. Who was it? Who else that we?
Skinner's another one that has no
No,
originals.
that we saw. We saw Styx, 38 Special,
Foreigner.
Now we saw the Black Crows. We can touch on that.
Let's get into that.
We might as
From
well
a
touch on
great
that part.
moment to a
We'll come
fucked
back
up
to that
moment.
since we're on the Rush kick right
Yeah.
now. But definitely got some things to say about that.
Well, if you want to check out the Rush thing, there's a zillion videos on YouTube now. That as soon as this shit popped off the first night, and they're playing like 4 nights in the Forum, so in LA it's going to be a bunch more. But that was this was the very first night. They put on like a 10-minute movie at the beginning, a really comedy, cool thing.
Yeah,
Kids
that's
looking
cool.
for Rush, and then
I'm checking right
jammed
now. I
out.
want to see when they're going to be here in Tampa.
I'm pretty sure it's at the Amelie or whatever it's called, Benchmark Arena now. I don't remember
Oh, really?
exactly when.
It's
but
going to be
yeah.
where Michelle works.
Yeah. It's a ways away, I think. I don't remember. I know they're coming here. They definitely had to stop here.
All right. Well, let's just find this out now.
Okay, I'm going to move on from this while you look that up and show you what I had next.
Let's see. Live at Benchmark International Arena,
Yeah.
Mr. Know-It-All. I should have known you were right. It is going to be November 9th at 7:30 in Tampa
It's your birthday.
at Amelie Arena. It's the birthday month, but yeah, that's awesome. We have to go. And November 11th, 2 nights. Selling
Nice.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guess what I heard, dude, on
I
Eddie
like
Trunk
Amelie
today.
too.
Eddie Trunk today, the guy waited the first, I don't know how he got this. He got lucky as shit, I think, but he got in for like $75 or something the night of the first show,
Oh,
like waiting.
yeah.
And
What are the tickets going for?
I don't know.
Is that like, are you
No,
speaking
he
upon?
he got a hell of a deal. Is what I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm asking you. Is that what you're talking about?
Someone,
Is the
that's
deal?
what the guy said, that a guy bought 4 tickets and someone flaked on him, so he was able to get that lower bowl great seat for $75. But that's
Nice.
not always going to happen. All right, now this right here, I'm kind of just going to throw at you. It's super short, but
At me?
just because it's where you work, and there's a little bit of drama going on with the Kanye West show that's coming up there.
Oh, yeah.
The senator.
For all of you that don't know, I do work at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and we
Works all the football games and all the cool concerts.
We're
Are
gonna
you
VIP.
working Kanye or you're not?
Fifth
You
Third
don't
Lounge Room. Well,
He's
I
doing
mean,
2 nights now.
by the way, that availability form is due by tonight, so I'll need to fill that out. That was going to depend on if we were going to go to Michigan or not, remember? So we'll get back to that.
Yeah. All right, so check this out. The Senator Rick Scott. I just learned who our senator was. I'm so
Michael.
into the governor. I don't know about the senator. It sounded a little weird. I'm so into the governor.
Come on now.
Okay, but he's not having it. He's not cool with Kanye
We
playing.
should do this. He needs to be blonde. Blonde hair for him.
All right, taking a live look out at Ray J. That is where there is pushback over shows happening later this month.
There's my
Florida
work.
Senator Rick Scott
Okay, listen, you gotta hear what she's saying about this dude. He don't want Kanye playing because of his anti-Semitic bullshit. and all that.
I'm not, just because, I guess just to say I worked and saw, and I'm just not.
You're not a fan.
No, not at all. I'm not a fan.
I am a fan.
I know
a lot
you
of
are.
his songs.
I'm not.
I could take it or leave it going.
I don't want to hate. I'm not trying to hate. I just never really have been a fan.
It's got a
And
lot of-
and then the
Huge
weirdness
hits.
about
Yeah, the
things,
weird
with the
shit I'm not
Jesus
down
stuff
with.
and all that, how he thinks he's that and stuff. I don't,
Senator
I don't agree
Rick
with
Scott don't want him playing here. And
taking a live look out at Ray J. That is where there is pushback over shows happening later this month. Florida Senator Rick Scott wants the Tampa Sports Authority to cancel the upcoming Kanye West concerts on June 26th and 28th, citing concerns over some of his past comments. Now, in a letter to the group, the senator says taxpayer dollars should not be used to, quote, give a vocal anti-Semite a stage in Florida. Scott says the rapper's consistent anti-Semitic attacks are, quote, an affront to the values of Hillsborough County. In a statement, the Tampa Sports Authority responded saying, in part, quote, as a public agency, we follow the principles of free speech in our operating venue, although we do not condone remarks or actions from any artists that are offensive and divisive.
That's Tampa Sports Authority. That's who we work for.
yeah, so they were like, we can't not
what my
have
jacket
his free
says.
speech. He could say what he wants to say, but
It's true, and I think I don't agree with the senator to say that, to be honest. Because I'm not a fan, or I don't agree with what some of the things he says, I don't think that his right to play somewhere should be taken away. I don't agree with that.
well, they kicked him out of a country he was supposed to play at, but that's not America.
I guess I would need to research more about some things about Kanye. I don't know. I know the highlighted things from what I just mentioned. I don't know everything, so I'm not going to speak on something I don't know everything about. I will say I don't think it's fair that they're trying to save him. That it's business for Tampa. Bring it in, unless
that's
he's thinking
exactly
it's
what
going
I
to be
was
trouble.
thinking.
Yeah, but
No, it's
I don't
not.
think
It's gonna be a packed
concerts
ass
bring
lot.
that everywhere. So
No, I don't think it'll be trouble.
no, I don't either.
It'll be 2 huge money nights for the stadium.
Yeah,
is what
just
it'll be.
it's business and it's music and people do like him
And if he's
embrace
he
it.
just sold 118,000 or something in Turkey somewhere, like
Wow.
the biggest
Yeah.
show ever in that country.
Well, they did the pop-up, like everyone's saying, we got great news here at Raymond James Stadium. When I was there the other night working the soccer game, and we had a supervisor meeting, and they were like, yeah, we got good news. We got a pop-up second night with Kanye West, and I'm thinking, geez, I'm not even working the first one. I don't
Here
think I'm
comes
working
another
either
one.
one, but I don't know. Not because I don't like him. I'm just saying if we're in Michigan, or I need to sign up, though, this week. So I have to figure that out.
Okay, another music.
How do you like
news.
our new porch, everybody? See,
This is our-
one can dream.
This is our porch on
This
the
is
Gulf.
what we're hoping for one day. We're manifesting it and not hoping for. This is what we will have one day. And that's how you have to think, right?
Even if that porch is connected to a double wide,
Uh,
all good with me.
I do not care as long as it's new.
It's sitting right there.
That's it. I can do a wraparound
Wow.
porch around anything. We are so simple. I don't need a mansion. I don't need
Although
diamonds and Birkins and all those things. I know, don't come for me for that, but I really don't. I would much rather travel, have a beautiful home, health is wealth, first and foremost, and see our grandkids and travel this world of ours. That's what I want to do. I might buy one bag, but
I was going to say, you sure hit me up about a certain bag quite a bit.
I know Louis. I don't have a Louis. I want one.
Okay.
Just that's not a Birkin.
No shit.
I think Birkins are ugly as hell.
So do I.
I'm
and
sorry.
expensive
I
as
am
hell.
sorry. Again, don't come for me. Birkins are ugly
Come
ass
for-
purses. They're ugly. And
they're
I
like
would never
thousands
spend
and thousands
a
of
car
dollars.
purchase of a car on a Birkin. And
You
some I
wouldn't?
think are like a small house.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. It's ugly.
And the colors are just crazy.
Now Louis, that's class. I love it. It's sharp.
The Louis luggage.
I like the black base of ones too. Like the brown is the traditional look, but I really like the dark on luggage and bags. So anybody wants to donate one, hey, I'm your girl.
Didn't you win one at my work? Or what
I
was
won
that?
a Coach
Oh,
bag.
Coach.
Yeah.
Not Louis.
Yeah, no, not Louis.
It was nice, though.
It was very nice, and it was very, very nice. It was one of the more expensive ones. I liked it. I was on my Coach kick for a minute.
All
but...
right, let's talk about the bullshit that went on at the concert we went to.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So we were super excited. My husband bought us anniversary tickets for our wedding anniversary to go to see the Black Crowes, which wasn't on the exact day, but the month. And we've always loved the music and super excited to go. And we got little drama queen Chris Robinson on the stage.
Let's give him a little backstory to this. So we went to the show. We saw Whiskey Myers.
Very good.
Very good, by the way. First time seeing them live.
We will see them again.
Yes. And from what I understand, after this stunt, a lot of people are walking out. People that are still going because it's a co-headlining tour. They're staying for Whiskey Myers and leaving for the Black Crowes.
Now get to the backs. A little bit of a backstory here about what happened. We found our seats, excellent seats, by the way. Thanks,
And
Dave.
they kept
then
playing old stuff we didn't know. Well, you didn't know a lot of. I knew a couple, like, what do you call them? Deep cuts, new stuff. They weren't playing hits. They were playing a lot of. How many songs? Remember I told you there were out of 16 songs, only 6 were hits, 10 were other songs. So
I just found myself being very like not just because I didn't know the songs, but even if they threw 1 or 2 in the mix, they could have threw a couple of theirs behind it to keep your attention going for people that didn't know the new songs. But and it was just very his acrobats around the vocals like he likes to do when you want to try to sing along to the show. This is basically our feedback of the show before we get to this part of it. This is how it all started for us. So we were already like, eh. And then, go ahead. This happens.
Then they put an Uncle Sam dressed crow, or a crow in red, white, and blue. I think it's one of their mascots.
You don't have that, do you?
I can put it in later.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it'll be right there.
Yeah, this is the picture of what triggered everybody to chant.
They started chanting
USA.
USA. Not everybody, but a nice chunk enough for him to hear it.
Perfectly innocent.
And,
and
Mr. Robinson goes off. He got triggered, obviously, by the chant of USA, and he says this.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for the geography lesson. We got it. Cheers.
At first, I thought he was trying to be funny right there a little.
Yeah.
He was, until he kept going.
And that's totally fine. Nobody, I wouldn't have run any more into it either until...
What the fuck you're so proud about right now, by the way? Boo all you want to, motherfuckers. Boo away.
I felt like I was being lectured by my parents. I don't know what the fuck you're so proud of anyway.
Boo all you want to, motherfuckers.
Okay.
Call your fans motherfuckers. He ain't done yet, by the way.
Some of us have real faith. And for those of you fucking booing us, some of us are not afraid.
Afraid of what?
I don't think anybody was threatening them. They were just booing his terrible, terrible confrontational words he was throwing out to the people that come to pay to see him.
When he's the one that put the image up on the screen that made him say that.
Very confusing.
Yeah.
You know, and then that to me was just the icing on the cake right there. As far as how the evening goes with his songs, his song choices, the way he was performing them, and then this lecture. And then we saw a bunch of people
walk out.
Right out.
And boom.
Right out.
Well,
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for the geography lesson. We got it. Cheers. What the fuck you're so proud about right now, by the way? Boo all you want to, motherfuckers. Boo away. Some of us have real faith. And for those of you fucking booing us, some of us are not afraid. And we most assuredly are not fucking ignorant, so thank you.
Well, I think it's a touch ignorant to put up a big crow with the red, white, and blue Uncle Sam outfit on and not expect somebody to cheer for the country we live in.
it's a few days after Memorial Day.
Exactly, that as well.
And you're in Central Florida, for crying out loud.
I mean, at this point, he had one beer, I had one high noon. And I can just imagine what some of these people that were hammered and pre-gamed and drank and went in there and thought, "Oh my God, what happened?" Because we were stuck.
They're probably the people that walked out.
Yeah, a lot of people left, and it was disappointing. We didn't leave.
Stuck it out because he played the songs we wanted to hear, and
kind of didn't really hit us, I think, until after we saw the video, and it happened kind of quick. Then we talked about it a bit and got home and saw it, and we were like, "Wow, this is really kind of messed up, man." So anyway,
the TMZ picked it up.
Yeah, they sure did.
But for some reason, they didn't have the whole thing. They posted.
A bit of what he said.
They just not the bad shit, the faith part.
Yeah.
Some of us have faith, like leaned it the way they wanted to lean it. They didn't play him calling you fucking assholes, whatever all the
Ignorant,
shit he said.
yeah.
Ignorant.
And you know what?
Motherfuckers.
To each his own on the political thing. We don't talk politics here, but you don't pay to go to a concert. We've gotten so many different people saying different things to us because we've gotten
3,000 comments.
Yeah, and we've got like 500,000 views on this, a ton of comments, but people are saying good for him and music is art and art is politics. No, some is and some isn't. And if you're going to say, "Hey, come to my show, I'm going to lecture you on a little bit of the USA," I can choose to spend my money to come or not. We didn't come for that. We decided to, come on and have a nice night out and listen to some good old school Black Crow songs, which we barely got to do that because he only played
Played 6 of them
out
of 16.
Okay, but anyway, that's my take on it. To each his own.
But I'm sure they're feeling it because it's a big deal, man. I'm sure hoping it's going to fade away.
He did a bit of backpedaling, but not too much because of, if you know who he is and his reputation for how he acts, he didn't do too much of backpedaling. But he did kind of, sort of. You can see that too. We'll show that maybe later. Well,
he did an interview with Classic Rock magazine or something, and he said he didn't back off of what he said. He just said, "I'm in no way am I fucking with the veterans at all. I wouldn't do that. I wish we could solve conflict without people dying, but I would never talk bad about veterans. It's not what that was." But as far as everything else, he didn't backpedal on none of that.
A lot of angry fans walking out of the Black Crowes performance in Tampa, Florida, which is a heavy military town. You now have Chris Robinson responding to the backlash, which has gone viral in recent days. Talking to Ultimate Classic Rock, he's standing on free speech for both sides. He said, "One of the things this country was founded on is being able to say whatever you want, and that's both sides of whatever you pick." I think the whole thing was, of course, blown out of context so people can get clicks and people can stir up the animosity in philosophies or how you feel about life. But be most assured, whatever, it doesn't matter. In a week, something else will come up that'll stir up the hornet's nest. No matter what I ever would say or do or feel about things, there's no way I would disrespect our veterans. I'm a person that I wish we had moved along as a species not to have violence be the way to resolve conflicts, but for the people who've put their lives on the line and made that sacrifice and dedication, I wouldn't do that. I can see this for exactly what it is. But also, he makes it clear he makes no apology. Other than that, I have to speak my mind. But I don't have an agenda or anything. I'm just trying to make a soulful connection with people, and we'll continue to endeavor to persevere, as they say in the Clint Eastwood film, The Outlaw Josie Wales. The line from the movie that signals one thing: we're moving on. As far as Chris Robinson is concerned, the conversation is closed. But whether or not the fans who walked out that night will move on remains another story.
But to me, that's kind of backpedaling because he's feeling the lash.
No apology either to any of his paying supporters that came out to listen to everybody be lectured because they're chanting. And if you're not proud of your country, then that's ridiculous. This is our country. Be proud of it. No matter what.
That
through
you're
the thick
able
and thin,
to do
good
what
and
you're
the bad.
doing and
that's right.
the land
You're
of
free.
the free and
Yeah.
get paid to jam.
That's right.
Music is an amazing thing to be able to
If
do.
anything, what he said was a huge insult, and I am never going to do that again.
Put a bad
so.
taste in our mouth for these guys.
But enough of that. Check it out. It's on our page, and it is the full, Mike got the full video of what he said.
From the song ended,
the actual night.
The picture went up. People said USA. That's what he said. Went into She Talks.
No more, no less. People are like, well, where's the rest of the story? And why did this happen? That's why it happened.
That's the story. Yeah, and shit on TikTok, it's got over 100,000 views.
Yeah.
103 last time I checked, and this is Facebook on our Real Love Social Facebook. It's got almost 500,000, 3,000 comments. I was answering a lot. I can't keep up no more. I just said hell with it.
Yeah.
Imagine how
You
celebrities
can only say
deal
so much.
with.
It's just your opinion anyway. Everyone's got their opinion, and you're entitled to it.
I was trying to stir the pot.
They're entitled to it.
I like to stir the pot.
Anyway, tell us your thoughts about that. Believe me, many of the other people did. So we'll take some more.
He's got. He lost a lot of fans, but all of a sudden he's got some new ones that are popping up saying, I love him now.
To be expected.
I'm a new Black Crowes fan.
That's the gift of, that's the freedom of speech we have here in the USA, right?
Say whatever you want, but it sometimes comes with a cost.
It comes with a consequence. So, all right, now we are on to the next, maybe heavy bit of played, how do you want to say,
well,
not played out,
you
but
had me watch the
that movie,
documentary, or no movie, was it?
The Crash,
and the documentary we watched.
Yeah,
The Crash,
the Makenzie Sharilla story of the self-entitled spoiled little girl that
I think she did it on purpose. You're still on the fence, right?
Listen. My heart goes out so bad to Davion and Dominic's mom. Parents, family, sisters, all of them. I sure don't want to say something to hurt them. But being parents of girls, of children in general, you tend to look at both sides. And I just have tried to look at both sides. And I just try to think in 4 seconds. They're saying, let's back up and tell. I mean, for those of you that haven't heard, which I believe most of you have, this girl was driving home at a late evening after a gathering at one of their friends with her boyfriend and their friend in the vehicle with them, and somehow ended up, well, we know how, 90 miles an hour down a side road and crashed into a wall and took both their lives.
She survived. 2 guys, her boyfriend and their friend.
She's very injured. She had many injuries, but the conspiracy theory, or the, how do you want to say? The thing that people are saying,
she got convicted of murder, right?
Well, yeah. The thing that people are saying is, did she do it? Did she not do it on purpose?
So that's hard to understand.
And it's hard to gauge.
If she did it on purpose, she could have killed herself. But I think she.
But people were saying there was a mental question of,
They were fighting. He was supposed to be breaking up with her. There's all these rumors, or I don't know if they're true. According to his mom, there was.
Well, there was some. This is why I'm on the fence. I tend to think, they were rocky in their relationship. Things weren't going too great, and she was making, out of anger, comments like she was going to take her own life. She was going to, if she couldn't be with him, basically things were going to happen. She was also allegedly saying that she was going to crash the car, kill him, blah, blah, blah.
They were in the car
mother
together.
said that. The mom said that she got a phone call.
Yeah, from her son saying that she's driving crazy. Somebody
to
needs
come and
to come get me. And then she texts the mom and flipped the script and tried saying he's tried to
He's
take
the
the
one.
hand, grab
Yeah.
the wheel while she's driving. But didn't we find out later on that she texted after it all went down or something? I don't know.
Well, here's where I'm not on the fence about it. I don't want to say that I'm on the fence about it. She definitely is responsible for that car crash because I don't trust how she said she can't remember. I don't believe that. I don't know why she sped up to 90 miles an hour. What pissed her off?
Touched the brakes.
Yeah, they
slowed
did the
down.
check of the box of the car, and within 4 seconds of this happening, she never once put her foot on the brake to stop it. So no, I tend to believe she has fault in this accident. But was she trying to take her own life too?
Well, that's what I think. And she just happened to survive.
I would be furious if it was it's upset, sad, devastated, all the things. If it was my son's, or if it was my daughter.
Yeah, either way.
So a lot of people on the flip of this are saying, listen to this mother. Granted, the mom is very overbearing and she's
You'll hear in a second.
acting like, very self-entitled for the daughter, all that. But put yourself in a position if this was your child. What would you do? What would you say to your child? Even if you didn't even really believe it. People say, well, that's her problem anyway. You let her to think this and this and that. I don't know if you could sit on the phone and say to your kid, yep, you fucked up now. You're spending the rest of your life in jail. You deserve it type thing. Or, hey, we're going to do what we can to help you.
Try to appeal and see if we can get you out of there.
I don't know. I don't know how I would act. I'm not, thank dear God, I don't ever want to be in no position like that. But think about that. How would you act if it was one of our daughters?
Well, I would get the truth out of it.
Absolutely.
First of all.
Absolutely.
Not, you don't remember bullshit.
And how would you act?
I wouldn't kick them to the curb forever. I would try to be there for them. But
Would you
they're in
try to
prison.
fight to get him out of prison?
If
Or
they
would you
did
make
it
them
and I
stay in
knew they
prison?
did it, no, I would. Of course, I would try to get them the best deal they could get. Not get them straight out of prison. They're going to have to do some time.
Exactly.
Kill somebody.
That's my
At least
thing.
a
Everybody else
manslaughter
thinks that this mom should have just rolled over and
No,
not
of
did a
course,
thing.
No one's going to do that to their kid. Well,
I'm sure that no matter what your child does in their life, you're never going to stop supporting them and you're never going to stop loving them. On the flip, now here I'm the parent of somebody that just took our sons. I got to think of it that way. I would probably want the book thrown at her, and I know I would. I would want
course.
justice, but
You want
it
the
has
death
to
penalty,
be
I'd want
proven
her- I'd
without a
want her-
doubt.
I want the death penalty on her if it was
Yeah.
my kid.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they wanted that, but she's...
Yeah, it's just a messed up thing all around. And I don't think that she did it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just so this story is so.
No, we know she did it, but it was on the fence if it was on purpose or it was an accident.
Well, even the
right?
prosecuting attorney was bringing up TikToks that she did. Do you know how many TikToks our kids do? And you're going to judge the character of her. I feel like it's more of what she did in real life. I heard she was selling herself. She was very self-entitled. She was very mean. She bullied people in school. The crowds followed her. She didn't have any remorse. Her behavior, I'll tell you what I don't agree with is when the mom was on the phone and the mom was saying, we got to drive past their house. And then, they're the ones that did something wrong to them. There's so many things. It's I can go just like this the whole time. I'm just it trips me out. The part about there's no question she's responsible for this accident.
So your problem is, did she do it on purpose or did something else happen?
I guess it's just she did it. She caused the accident. She killed them both. Well, the motive was to take her life, take his life too, and then Davian was just collateral damage.
She didn't give a fuck about who was in the
She
back
didn't
seat.
care.
That's what I think. I think she did the shit and she was not
I never
expected
said
to
it. She didn't
survive.
do it.
And obviously she did it. I'm
She
saying
clearly
I think
did
she
it.
knew what she was doing and she thought she was going to kill herself too. She just ended up not dying. So now she's stuck with this shit. And You could tell by her
Which
jail
she should
calls.
be.
She's still a fucking brat and don't give a shit. That's
Okay.
what I think. Just listen to some of her jail calls, how she talks
She's
with
a
her mom on the phone.
self-entitled, terrible.
Yeah.
And before this happened, you heard the way she treated these kids in school.
I don't remember any of that information being in the movie or the documentary, which you've just found.
About the activation
shifter.
of the black box.
No,
The data
was
recorder.
grabbing the shifter.
Oh, that.
in the last 4 seconds.
Yeah,
or something, right?
Yeah, that was the activation of the black box, and that was the proof. They didn't talk about it in the movie, like you said, but that was the proof that the gear shifter was manipulated in that 4 seconds.
Like someone was trying to pull it out of gear.
Yeah, and the proof of that was in the EDR, which is commonly known as the black box in the car that picked up the recording. So those boys were trying to stop, one of them, Davion or Dominic, if we're reading into this correctly, one of them was trying to stop the car in whatever way they could by grabbing the shifter. Put it, whatever.
So playing devil's advocate, that still doesn't mean she was like, fuck you, boom. That she could have passed out or something, and they were still doing this, trying to stop the car. I still think she did it. I'm just
I do
saying
too.
someone else who's
I do too, but when you're
medical
like,
shit their parents are talking.
and then who is responsible for all the evidence? Was there
Both
ever any
attorneys.
evidence tampered with? Was the tests ran like they said? The bottom line is she caused this accident. We know that she was driving the vehicle.
Well, somehow that didn't, well, unless it was in court,
But if the
not
boys
on
were
the
trying to
movie,
stop it,
then obviously she was.
or did
doing
they
some
shift
crazy
it?
shit.
Like it was a stick shift?
No, I think they were trying to get it out
Okay.
of gear.
They were trying to get it out of gear. Okay. That's evidence against her still.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why wasn't that in the movie? Or where we missed it if it was, but that would have been an awful big thing, and maybe that's why the judge convicted her ass.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in there. They just
Well, the
didn't put it
part
in the movie.
that really bothers me a lot is the dad saying that if it was just Davion in the car,
that
she
be.
wouldn't be in jail.
Yeah. He's
That's
trying to say like it's
terrible.
political because the boy's family is known.
The
in
name.
town, Russo.
Yeah, the Russo name.
That's a nice thing to say to the other kid's
Th-
family.
That's why I said I'm sorry to the Flanagans, but like,
If it
then
was
don't
just-
say
if
it.
was
Like they're
just you-
suffering enough. You have to say that. It's like that's the thing about these two parents.
They're ignorant.
They don't. I would support my child if they were behind bars. God forbid, no, I don't want them there. But I would support them. But you know what? Be careful with how you handle yourself. That shouldn't even be something you have to tell yourself to be careful with if you have any heart at all. They lost their kids.
All right, you want to hear some of this jail
Yeah.
call and see what this little bitch is talking about?
Yeah.
I got no love for her myself. I think she did this shit, and she's stuck with not killing herself. I don't even like her looking at me right now.
Well, apparently in jail she's pretty popular.
Oh, really?
I don't even want to. I mean,
She's in big girl jail now.
Oh, yeah.
Not
oh yeah, she's in big girl jail, and I've heard some crazy things. But then again, like I said, things are alleged. What's true, what's not. But it just leads you to think that that's what's happening right now. So, and then even when we watched her interview, Netflix, remember when she came out, sat down, and then she stopped and looked at her attorney and said, "Did I do everything right? Did I say? Did you see that part of it at the end? Like she was like, what are you turning the waterworks on and turning them off and asking if my acting was good? This is such a joke, the whole thing. It's like, where's this, sincerity of it all? Wait, here, hold on. Okay, that's why. So I knew that. I remembered that from the documentary. I was talking about the name Russo when he said that about the young man, Davion.
That's the boyfriend, right?
Davion was the friend, Davion Flanagan. And the dad said, if I have already apologized to the Flanagan for saying this, but if it was just Davion in the car, she wouldn't be in jail right now. I believe it's a conspiracy with the Russo name, because remember in the documentary, the judge's name was Russo.
And she said there's no blood relation.
Exactly. So how could that be a thing?
Because he's thinking just because it's the name, she's
Russo
gonna hammer
name
you.
had significant impact on the verdict was delivered because in the case was a bench trial, meaning a single judge act as the jury. She requested that though, and her name happened to be Judge Nancy Margaret Russo.
So
Sounds
he
like a
just thinks-
massive conflict of interest. It was actually a pure coincidence.
Exactly. They're not even.
They're not related to the
So
victim.
he's just
So
reaching.
he's reaching. Yep, he's definitely reaching.
You know how many bakers there are in the world?
I know. How many Quincy's are there?
Not many.
Okay, that's cool. I'm digging that. Anyway.
Well, there's a few, but they don't look like you, babe.
No, the wrong gender and everything.
Yeah, they're usually big black dudes, to be honest.
Yeah. Anyway.
A lot of them Quincy's. Quincy Jones. But there's another little girl, Quincy, and my boss.
I have my,
He
yeah.
just talked about her. She's going to be one soon already.
Mike's bosses, who are good, great people, and they're friends of ours too, and they have a baby girl, and they named her Quincy after
She's
me.
almost a year old.
I love that so much. Anyway, let's get back to this story here so we can wrap it up. But we got to hear this phone call because we have not heard this one. We've heard others, but so now we know who Bubba and Nina are as the aunt and uncle.
Okay, so
that's who it is.
Her aunt and uncle wants to stick up for her, apparently.
And shout it from the rooftops. Let's go.
Hey, those two, Nina and Bubba, to shout off the rooftops for you.
I know.
Actually, he's coming over. They're coming over here, our house, to talk to me about things.
I know.
Okay.
I didn't say Nina and Bubba. I said Rosie. Nina and Bubba.
That's what I mean. Sorry, not Nina. Not Nina. That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like Bubba's more like riding for me because he's like than Rosie. Like it's weird as fuck.
Because he's her. I think that was her. I'm going to ask her that when she comes over.
Ask her what? Oh.
Carney.
Okay, that's who I think.
Me too.
Right.
Can you pause it?
So I know you're.
What did she say in Carney? He's a weeza.
I think she's saying, I think it was her that said it, not him.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What the hell did she just say?
Or shizzle my nizzle.
I'm asking you, what did she say?
That shit went way too fast for my Carney knowledge.
You said you know Carney.
I do, but that.
Show me what they
fast.
said.
I think she's just saying she thinks it was the girl that was saying that.
Okay, that's who I think.
Me too.
Right.
Ask her what?
Oh. Okay, that's who I think.
Me too.
I'm so
right.
I can't.
So I know you're anxiety and you got fear and stuff like that, but
I don't have fear. I don't try to be a part of the loop if you're just like the rat or something like that's weird as fuck.
No, that's what I mean. So just pause on that. I know it's hard to not feel that way.
Like I'm very weird as a fuck. Like I don't. That's just.
Hold on. She's in a bad mood.
I'm sorry, in a bad mood. I'm just
I'm
calling
not
to
in
say
a
that I
bad
love you.
mood. What is? I'm not in a bad mood.
Okay.
Oh, she's in a bad mood.
Her dad wants to say hi, and Mom warns him. Oh, she's in a bad mood.
Wow, that mom, I'm telling you,
Ugh.
man. Oh, God forbid, Mackenzie's in a bad mood.
And she's saying she's not.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too, Dad. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with you talking to me? That's weird.
I love you. I got in trouble last night or this morning.
Why?
I got in trouble.
By who?
Mommy got mad at me.
For what?
So that must mean in like 2 weeks we're gonna get in a car accident and I'm gonna be charged with murder and felonious assault and stuff, because in Strongsville if you speed it's something bad. Anyway, I love you very much. I'm angry for you, baby. I'm just letting you know I'm angry. Every waking second that I'm thinking is about you. That's all I'm thinking about. I just want to let you know I love you so much, and I cannot believe you are being put through this. This is. I hope karma comes back and bites everybody that's against you in the ass so hard that they all disappear.
He is whacked. He is one whacked
Holy
motherfucker
shit.
for saying that.
He's not realizing he's being recorded and the whole fucking
Please.
country's going to hear this right now.
I wanted you to stop on that part where he said, Mommy got mad at me last night. Mommy. Who talks to their adult child like that?
They're murdering.
Mommy and Daddy got mad at each other last night. But maybe we'll get into an accident in 2 weeks and get charged with felonious assault. Yeah, well, if you speed the car up with people in it at 90 miles per hour and don't have no
Straight into a brick
recollection
wall.
of what the hell happened and there's no proof of anything, you will be where your daughter is.
And then he just said, I hope everybody against you, karma comes around and
So not
kicks
only
him
did
in the
these
ass.
these families, which are against her, that lost their sons, he wishes karma on them. This is, yeah, well,
We're
shit.
only 2 minutes into a 14-minute phone call.
That's all I said. And if I had a magic wand, I wouldn't go back and help Damien first. I'd make everybody else disappear. I'd click my fingers and everybody would disappear.
Damien, what?
I wouldn't help Damien first.
Damien. I wouldn't help Damien?
Yeah, first. Is he talking about the
Back up to that
paramedics?
part again.
Is he talking about the medics or himself, like back in the day?
That they all disappear. That's all I said. And if I had a magic wand, I wouldn't go back and help Damien first. I'd make everybody else disappear. I'd click my fingers and everybody would disappear. That's what I would do. That's how angry I am. They screwed you so bad. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. I love you.
I love you, Dad, so much.
I'm on your side, 100%. And I know you did this on purpose.
I love you, Dad.
The rap she's talking about from earlier, probably.
Well, I know they have a difference with. Do I have to keep saying allegedly or anything? Because I know they have a difference with Angelo.
Allegedly.
With Dominic's brother, Angelo, who he was so close with. They lived next to one another.
Oh, yeah. Is that who he's talking about?
I'm wondering. They're dumb enough, I say.
So that's what I mean. You got army people fighting out here, baby, okay? You can't talk on the phone.
Yes, I'm on my period here, and then I just feel gross.
But I need to tell you though, Rosie and Bubba and your friends, I started a whole big Kenzie group chat. We are all that way. How Daddy's feeling, okay? And they are part of that.
Everybody.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's weird just because last time I was on the phone and free phone calls, when I was in the juvenile facility, Sammy was in the car with Rosie, and they were both talking to me, being oh, nah.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. They were what? Who was?
It was Sammy and Rosie in the car, and there was this weird ass shit going on. I don't know,
Okay, well, listen, here's what we'll do. Ask her, okay?
You need to ask her, too, and tell her that, Kenzie's feeling weird. You can tell her that yourself, too.
I will. I'll tell her, too. Ask her. If she says she doesn't hang out with her anymore, you have no choice but to believe her, okay?
Okay, and if I see her
right.
I'm going to have people watching her, and as soon as she hangs out with her, she's getting blocked on everything, and you need to take her out of the group chat.
So we'll deal with that part, yes, then. But we'll ask her. Okay? No stress. You have a whole huge people out here fighting for you every day.
Oh, and you know
what?
You know how if that man can just get my message in here without knowing anyone or
Well, he must. That's what I mean. He must do this quite frequently.
I'm saying though. What if somebody else gets my message that's like that and be I know you did on purpose. And then do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reply and be only if they give me a stamp. I'm not replying without. Actually, yeah, I'm not replying without a stamp. But I'm gonna be I was hey, thank you for the message. Kenzie will get back to you very shortly. Her messages are overflowing. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna pretend it's a voicemail.
That's a good idea. Her messages of support are overflowing. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's funny.
Oh, yes, I'm going to do that. Her message. Oh, and do you think I should write out what I'm going to say to, the court?
Yeah, if you want to.
I don't know, exactly how, does that need to be long? I don't know what to say. I already know a little bit what I need to say,
It doesn't need to be long at all. Just talk from...
the truth.
Just talk from your...
But what I need to say for the
Or
court.
Mom tells her to just talk from her heart. She's so clueless. She's such an actress. She's trying to plot what she says.
What do I need to say, right?
If you didn't do anything, why do you have to do that? Why would you have to? Clearly, that's another thing. Yeah, I thought you didn't remember anyway.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy thing to answer
This is
the
such
court.
a trip, man.
I still don't think there's a chance she just did this shit.
Are you asking me that right now?
I'm asking you, do you think there's a chance she didn't do it on purpose?
I said I know that she caused the accident. She's responsible for the accident. What confuses me is she was in the fucking car, too. And she's too selfish to take her own fucking life. So yeah, she caused the accident. Did she murder them on purpose? Or did she cause an accident on accident?
By flooring it 100 miles an hour into a brick
Exactly.
wall?
I'm not saying she didn't do that. that. I feel like the kid is such a spoiled fucking brat and that she's so entitled and has a following and all the things that even if I feel like she did it for attention for herself to hurt herself, maybe with the intent of hurting them. I don't know. Make it make sense, because it just doesn't fucking make any sense.
She already threatened that she would kill herself.
Did you hear that?
Somebody said it.
Right.
On the movie or
Right.
the documentary.
I am not sticking up for this bitch. I'm not saying that. Don't get me all fucking people coming at me like that shit, because that's not what I'm saying. This was my sons. I would be flipping out and feeling just the way their parents
Even if
are.
they're acting like that.
And when they're acting like that, no, this is the first time I've heard this. I'm watching this with all of you and you for the first time.
Right. Don't say anything about, the whole proceedings or the verdict or whatever. Just talk
I'm not,
to them.
and I'm not going to say thank you to the judge or anything. I was going to say thank you to the judge, but I'm not going to say anything to the judge.
No.
Oh, so she's talking about what does she need to write
For the
before her
appeal.
sentencing, right? Has she already been sentenced?
I don't know.
No,
You
she
said
hasn't
this
been-
was a day ago.
She hasn't been sentenced yet.
Yeah, she has.
How many years
15
did she get?
consecutive.
So she's got 30 years? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
So it
she's
must
been
be. What
sentenced.
does she need to write to court
I think
for?
it's the appeal that she got denied.
You can tell her that, you feel that, no, don't even say anything. I was going to say, you can say that you feel she made a mistake, but you can't. Don't even say that.
Should not tell a judge.
I'm just like,
They made a
can I say
mistake.
to you what
asked
I'm
her
going to
make
say, or
the
do you want me to
decision.
wait?
I think you can say it to me.
Okay, I'm going to be like, I don't know if I should be like, I'm going to be like, well, first I'm going to start with the families of Davion and Dom. I just wanted to deeply apologize and say I'll forever be sorry, and I hope that one day you guys can see that I never meant to do this on purpose. It was just a car accident, and I want to tell you I'm sorry forever. If I could take your grief away, I would take it away in a heartbeat. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what else I would say.
Yeah, just like that. It doesn't even have to be long, Pumpkin. I don't even know what I'm going to say.
And then I'm going to be like, I'm going to say something to you. I'll be like, to my family, like something. And supporters, thank you for seeing the real in this.
Yeah.
Thank you for seeing the real in this.
This girl is like, she's 12 years old.
How old is she?
She's so coddled. She's 18. She was 17 when it happened, remember? Or was it? I'm getting these cases confused. I think she's 18 now. Yeah. Hold on. It's so frustrating to listen to these two.
And the crazy thing is, the judge is going to hear this shit unless she's not allowed to listen to stuff. The case is over, so
Well, she's 21 now. How old was she when the accident happened?
They charge her as an adult, so.
This was years ago, by the way. You know that. She was 17. What I said.
And what year did it happen?
This was in 2022, I believe. Yeah, 2022. So this all came out now? Why? I don't know. Crazy.
And fighting for me every day.
You love him. You would not like. It's just so crazy, Ken. It's crazy. So, yeah, just something like that. She even say to the judge, if you knew me, if you knew who I was, you don't even have to say. Don't even say that. Whatever. I don't even know, Kenzie.
They'll figure out who I am very soon. I mean, you would think they would know who I am.
Let's listen to these 24 jail calls.
I think that's what was up, because her appeal was up, is why this all came back in the limelight. She is able to request an appeal, but her legal team has repeatedly missed critical deadlines, significantly hurting her chances. Her case is currently a highly publicized legal battle regarding administrative error.
Oh yeah, remember they were a day late.
The leap year mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, they're shouting from the rooftops, all right, Facebook, but not where they're supposed to be.
Here's what it says. April 26th, which is why this is all surfaced back up again. Her new attorneys took a final effort appeal to the Ohio Supreme Court, asking for the High Court to override lower court rejections using two main arguments. One was ineffective assistance for counsel. They argued that Mackenzie's rights were violated because her previous lawyers were incompetent enough to miss a hard deadline. The other one was medical evidence. The defense wants a new trial to present unexamined medical experts. They claim Makenzie had a pre-existing medical condition that caused her to black out before hitting the wall, countering the black box evidence. That's what her dad was arguing about on TikTok. And then the person that was interviewing him, not arguing, interviewing the question, saying they never checked in, he said no. They didn't. County Prosecutor's Office has formally asked the court to toss the latest appeal out, stating they remain 100% confident in her murder conviction. Legal experts note that the state Supreme Court rarely accepts cases based on misfiling deadlines, meaning she is highly likely to remain in prison until her first parole eligibility date in October 2037. So, it's crazy.
So could you imagine this is our kid and the case is going on and their lawyer does not bring up the medical blackout shit?
They brought it up.
I'd be saying to the lawyer right now, get your
In the
ass up there and
documentary,
tell
they
them.
did bring it up. And in the documentary, they stated they had no medical evidence to prove it. But according to her dad, and this, what I just read, says that they never
didn't bring
followed
it up.
through with it.
Right. So
They
that's
didn't
what I'm
check her
trying to
for
say.
it.
So
if she don't come for us, we're looking at each side here. If she did black out from tachycardia or whatever these reasons that they're saying happened, and they didn't check her medically,
who didn't check?
that for evidence after the crime happened.
Well, I thought her mom said she had that.
That her mom is claiming she has it.
And then there should be a medical
There should
record.
be some record of it. But for some reason, they're having this much trouble finding it.
And by like watching me in jail for like 9 months, but I guess that's not enough for them. But if I can make a decision in like 19 seconds, like they say, then I don't understand how like they can't figure out who I am. But in all this time, that just doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry.
What's been going on like people like I don't know, like has people just been like posting about me still, or is that died down again?
It's died down. Well, on my side anyway. I don't know because I don't have Snapchat or anything like that. But don't forget, good news travels fast, bad news travels faster, and people latch on to toxic and anger and rage more than people trying to support somebody in a situation. So sometimes there's no sense in arguing with people on the internet because they're loud and
I'm so
evil.
weirded out still though, like just by Sammy, like that just weirded me the f- out. Like, how are you gonna like try to be cool with me and like talk to me on the phone, ask me if I'm okay and
Who's Sammy?
yes. And she was just in the car smoking weed with Rosie, so like what's up?
Because
Like
she's a follower, huh?
she probably just wanted like to like scene and like get like a free blunt or something.
Right,
but
that's
like
what I mean.
what if
That's
they
what I
got in a
mean.
car accident? Would one of them be charged with murder? Like I'm confused.
Right.
Like
Right. I know. Sammy's a follower. She's just doing it because that's the news. That's all. Rosie is strong. Sammy's not.
and I'm not. I don't want to go in the courtroom if Houston's in the courtroom. I don't feel safe with him anywhere near me. I feel like he's going to attack me.
I don't know if there's anything you can do about that.
Well, I'm going to refuse to go into the courtroom then.
Honey, you can't. Don't even look over there.
I don't, but I knew I felt some weird that time. Like I knew I could tell, like some weird. He's like hugging Miss Russo. Like she's probably the one that told him to like come harass me at the grave and like follow me that day. Like that's weird as like.
Yep.
Harass me, Brad.
Grave. This was before she was arrested. Didn't in the
Yeah,
movie
she
they
went over
showed
there.
somebody at the grave?
Yeah, she went to the gravesite. I have to
Whatever
look
she's
that up.
talking about. She just said, "I'm afraid he's going to attack me" or something.
Must be the detective. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. But this kid runs her. Like the mom is, you can tell that she walks on eggshells when she talks to her. She has to patronize her. She has to say everything. She has to agree with everything. Right, wrong,
She
or
can fix
indifferent.
that real quick.
She has to agree with everything she says because she's in a bad mood and we can't piss Makenzie off.
I'd
See, a
stop
lot of
ta-
this
I'd
shit's
stop
coming
taking
more
her
clear
phone
to me.
calls for 2 weeks.
No kidding.
And then let her change her attitude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you and I have a different way of parenting. Clearly, I would have to think this, no way, no way. I'm sitting here listening to things that she is just absolutely making 50,000 times worse for her kid. Like, you need to, she has to stand on her own, and you have clearly not set her up. This is the worst way to have to do it. I'm sure it's killing her mom, but like, she's walking on eggshells and she's just being her buddy and agreeing with all the negative, wrong things that she's saying. She should be saying, no, don't say that, right, you know? But it doesn't matter. She does say that. Sometimes she does. But here she is not listening and comes back with what she thinks, why she says it. And it needs to be
I'll
said.
refuse to go in the courtroom if he's there.
Yeah.
Honey, this isn't over.
Honey, this isn't over.
Okay?
Like I hope, and like, what's the point of like going through my phone all that time and finding literally like all the instances?
Kenzie, stop talking right now. Okay?
I'm I'm saying though, but like,
I know, don't talk like that.
nothing
Yeah.
was even shown. Nothing was even shown. Like, why?
Please stop.
Evidence.
But yeah,
I know.
we need a different lawyer. Like, I don't get, like, that was the weird, I'm so weirded out by him too. Like, I just don't.
Okay.
She said him too, so I don't think first time I think she's talking about the cop, and now she's talking about the lawyer.
So this is when the trial was going on.
So just chill, just wait. I know.
Hold on, Diamond.
Diamond. That's hilarious.
Diamond. What time do we get our comm tomorrow? Like later in the afternoon? Yes, I'm about to. Yes. All right. It's coming like kind of like on the earlier side, like 8 to like 1.
Oh, there you go. Good. I just want to get moving around too. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm about to eat good tomorrow.
Yay! Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Rosie just needs to talk to me though, cause like she needs to tell me what's up, like, or I'm going to block her.
I'll ask her to call you.
She tells her mom to do it.
Oh.
She asked her mom, are they still posting about me? And shit?
Oh, okay.
Is it working on that one? Yes, that's what I just tried to do again.
Well,
Here,
she
you.
does get to do some stuff. I told you. So does Temujin when he talks to me.
Yeah,
but
I know.
recently she posted selfies or something. That
Yeah,
people
they
were
have a
saying,
tablet or something they get for a certain period of time.
and for certain things they can't watch
They have to be
whatever they
it has
want.
to be screened.
He said that it's hard for him to even download a short little video, and they're only allowed to see certain things.
Try it. I'm like, it's.
Obviously, they don't want to watching murderers, and they don't want to watching porn and shit in there. They can read news articles.
Saying like it can't be completed and it takes long as fuck to load, right? Yeah, messages are not loading right now. I have to keep trying to check my messages. Yes, it's the same shit, and then a message will pop up and be like, "It's not working." I'm about to tell the staff or something.
Did you write a grievance on that one terminal?
I wrote a grievance on that terminal, yes, because what's that about?
Good.
This one girl was like, can we switch? Like, you're the other video call at 7. I was like, I'm not switching my video call. What? It's not like that. I thought, yes, I was hoping you don't know what I'm saying, because I do. I'm like, I be saying, yes. Oh, what, you spiritual and shit? Like crystal and shit? You spiritual? Yeah. Okay, yeah, me too. No, it's not like that. It's not like My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding. Not like that. Like,
I love that movie.
I'm dead and it's not like that. Like, it's just more like the carnivals, like stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it. Like, how do you explain a gypsy?
Like the theatrical dancing type, like
like theater is like that. Like they'd be like very like, and then like very like musical, spiritual, like like nature and like
right.
You scared me.
What?
You be doing this? What's she saying?
You have 1 minute left.
Her? What's wrong with her?
Okay, we have 1 minute left.
We have 1 minute left. Hold up. I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, she heard her last night. I was like, shut up. Like, I was about to yell at her, but I don't want her to be up, so.
Wasting your time talking to
Yes. All right, Mom, I'm calling you back after this call.
That's fine. Then I got to work at 8.
We'll be yelling. What'd you say?
One more call, and then I have to work.
All right, I'm gonna call you one more time. What the? All right, I'm calling you back right now. Bye. I'm calling you back.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Unbelievable. You can just tell what kind of kid she is. She don't give a shit. Makes sense if she was back in society right now, how she would be living, how she would be acting. Find
She'd
another
probably be
one.
Alive 24/7.
She'd find another one to corrupt. Well, remember, we just heard all this ourselves, and I don't know. This whole thing is just a terrible, terrible, terrible.
If you don't know the story, watch the movie Crash.
Crash on Netflix, and
there's a documentary on YouTube, right? No, that's on Netflix
that's
too.
the documentary. And the movie is the documentary Crash on Netflix.
Oh, I thought it was a movie.
Mm-mm.
There's only one thing that we watched. I thought we watched a movie and a documentary. That was a different thing.
That was a different thing, I believe.
What was that? You believe?
This is terrible. We never know anything.
We
on
watched
here.
something, and then we found a documentary. No, it was this.
Crash is a movie.
Yeah,
I don't recall watching
it was
the
a
movie.
Netflix movie.
Is Crash a documentary or a movie? Documentary. Told you. I never watched a movie on it. They did playbacks of how they felt the scene went when they were at the house and they were hanging.
Oh, I know.
And she was laying on
the movie
the
and the documentary.
Yeah,
it wasn't this.
I knew it wasn't
you know
a movie. It was one thing. It was called The Crash.
Song Blue.
That is not what you were referring to.
Yes,
right now.
we watched the movie, then we watched the documentary on YouTube.
How in the hell did you get that out of this?
Because I thought there was a movie and a doc. That's what we watched twice. We watched a movie.
Oh my
and
God!
Then we found there was a documentary. Remember the footage?
We saw the movie first before we ever knew anything about the real people or if it was even a true story.
Right.
That'll tell you how much we know. We're just talking all this out with you guys. Don't come for us.
Can't be more real than that.
Yeah, we just want I would love to have your input on it all. And bring some of this to light. A lot of it's already brought to light, and she's convicted. We get all that.
She's in prison for 30 years.
Yes, she is.
15 of manslaughter and 15 more of manslaughter consecutively. She ain't even allowed to think about
she'll be
parole for...
She went in when she was 17.
So she'll be 47 when she gets out or something
She'll still have a life to live. Dom and Davian don't.
She'll be younger than me when she gets out.
So, it's the part I could never handle.
Or are we going to talk about Homeboy getting 35
the
years
next
today?
one we wanted to talk a little bit about with y'all. Definitely.
This was today, right? Or was it yesterday?
That was yesterday. He was Yeah, that was yesterday. So what is all this racket I'm hearing about? And again, alleged things that people are saying, TikToks go up, all these things. I know you can't believe everything you read, but a lot of them saying that the mom and the dad took his GoFundMe money and spent it on houses and cars and got him a court-appointed attorney. And then on the other side of it, I saw that
the mom on there crying, saying she
I
hasn't
saw
had
that.
a penny of that money.
But that she does now have access to it. But then I saw that he had 2 top-tier attorneys from Texas. Again, like all this stuff being said.
Let's play this and then we'll look real quick on here or we could see what it says.
Is there a documentary on this? I remember when all this happened. I'm not trying to play oblivious to it all. I know the gist of the story.
because he just got
what happened
convicted.
to the Austin Metcalf and
he just got found guilty, so there can't be a documentary yet.
Right, true that.
Has just sentenced Karmelo Anthony to 35 years in prison for the murder of Austin Metcalf at a Frisco track meet. More reaction from the trial and the emotional victim impact statements.
This verdict sends a clear message. Violence like this won't be tolerated in our Collin County community, and we remain committed to protecting our schools and standing with victims and their families.
Strong emotions outside the courtroom all day long as the verdict came down and the sentencing happened. What our crew saw and heard today in McKinney.
Here for you, the news leader, Fox 4.
A Collin County jury sentences Karmelo Anthony to 35 years in prison for the murder of Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet in Frisco. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. This sentencing came just hours after the jury handed down a guilty verdict for murder. The trial began last week and jurors heard from coaches and high...
So they sentenced him that fast?
This has been going on for a while, Michael.
No, he just said the guilty verdict came down, and a little while later, he got 35 years in prison.
Oh, you're talking about when they went and
they found him guilty.
Deliberated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
no, and they already gave him 35 years like that. He didn't get 2 months, come back.
I think the sentencing was yesterday.
Listen, I know it was yesterday, but listen to what he just said.
In Frisco. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. This sentencing came just hours after the jury handed down a guilty verdict for...
Okay.
Hours after he found guilty, he's already getting 35 years.
Yeah, they didn't probably have to deliberate much with this.
The deliberation was to find him guilty.
Exactly.
And
But
now,
how maybe in this state they sentence
Yeah, I guess. Normally you come
Right
back
then.
in a month
I know.
and the
They
judge
come
will-
back, yeah,
Just
I know.
like the homegirl shit. She didn't get sentenced right away.
No,
This
I know.
kid
I
got
know what you're
sentenced
saying. I find that shocking too.
The same day he got found guilty, he's got 35.
Or murder. The trial began last week, and jurors heard from coaches and high school students who witnessed Metcalf's death. The story also made international headlines, and many people locally have been sharing passionate opinions. Tonight, supporters of both Anthony and Metcalf gathered outside the courthouse, sometimes even yelling at each other. Our crew saw one person appear to be taken into custody earlier this evening before the sentencing came down. And moments ago, prosecutors spoke to the media with the Metcalf family by their side.
Today, justice was served. A year ago, when this senseless murder unfolded, I said that it had struck a deep nerve in Collin County and far beyond. I asked our community to ignore all the noise and instead be level-headed and patient as the process worked. And today, the process delivered accountability. We're grateful to this jury, and we're grateful that the good citizens of Collin County had an opportunity to weigh in on this case. I'm proud of the exceptional work of Bill Werski and our team of prosecutors, DA investigators, and victim advocates, and all the good and outstanding men and women of the Collin County District Attorney's Office. We thank all the parents and their brave kids who did the right thing. Despite the trauma of witnessing the senseless murder at a school track meet, they cooperated fully and testified truthfully. Their courage was essential to securing justice in this case. I'm especially honored to be joined here today by Jeff and Megan Metcalf and their son Hunter. Their strength and grace through this has been their strength and grace throughout this unimaginable journey has been inspiring. They won't be taking questions at this time, but their presence here speaks volumes about their commitment to seeking justice for Austin. I want to thank Judge Rhodes for presiding over this trial with fairness and efficiency. I want to thank Frisco PD for their investigation. I want to thank the Collin County Sheriff's Office led by Sheriff Skinner for providing the security for the courthouse. I want to thank all law enforcement throughout the county for making this a safe trial for everyone. This verdict sends a clear message. Violence like this won't be tolerated in our Collin County community, and we remain committed to protecting our schools and standing with victims and their families.
That's Collin County District Attorney we just heard from. Fox 4's Amelia Jones has been outside the court.
It's the DA that...
This was just over a beef that they had one another. I'm just refreshing my memory back when that happened. I remembered it then.
And that they bullied the kid a lot, and there was some racist shit to it, so... But
Can't kill somebody over it.
I know you can't. If someone punches you, you're not supposed to stab them in the heart. This is Texas, right?
Yes.
House all afternoon and evening, sometimes tense, sometimes quiet. Amelia, what have you been seeing overall?
Hi there, Steve. Well, let's start with when the jury actually got the case. So the jury started deliberations at 10:52 this morning and deliberated through lunch, returning a verdict just before 2 p.m. The jury spent a total of 3 hours deliberating and returned the verdict guilty of murder. I was outside the courthouse when that verdict was returned. You could hear some gasps from the large crowd that had gathered outside, some outcries, and some people simply stayed silent, just processing the information. The jury then headed right into the punishment phase of the trial. They heard from 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony's mom. She was the only one who took the stand in the punishment phase, and she pleaded with the jury for mercy. The jury spent a total of 2 hours and 20 minutes deliberating the sentence. The jury sentenced Karmelo Anthony to 35 years in prison with the eligibility for parole after half the time served, which would
17 years. You
Wow.
get paroled if you don't fuck up in jail.
That's okay.
It's like
Yeah,
a
and
manslaughter charge, basically.
And there's another child killed.
One's gone forever, and you can be out in 15 years or so.
Again, the position it puts these parents in and us as parents, how you think, for the child that got convicted and brother and the parents of the child that got killed. It's so fucked up.
Be about 17 and a half years, the age of Austin Metcalf when he was killed. When the sentence came down,
They did that on purpose.
What's that?
How old the kid that died was 17 and a half.
No.
And that's how long before he can even be thought
think?
about to parole.
That's a weird coincidence, right? What do y'all think about that?
about 17 and a half years, the age of Austin Metcalf when he was killed. When the sentence came down, people swarmed in large groups, many live streaming reactions of others on their cell phones. Some were very upset, visibly crying and talking about it. Others told me they believe justice was served with that sentence. After the victim impact statements, Karmelo Anthony's family, including his parents, walked out of the courtroom and into their cars. A large group of people and media swarming them as they made their way to their vehicles. There were some very strong words of emotions exchanged. We saw Anthony's mom hold up a heart in the window as well. Then, just about 15 minutes ago, we saw the Metcalf family leave the courthouse. Emotions still running high from those who were here in the parking lot. Sheriff deputies helped them to their car. Now it's just media that's left as the Collin County Sheriff's Office is working to clear the parking lot. And again, media was allowed to stay here. A lot to digest as this very long day wraps up. For now, though, Steve, I will send it back to you.
Why everyone's upset this young man went to prison? So they feel
Yeah,
like,
they're saying it's
they feel like he was
self-defense.
allowed to stab the
It's
kid
that
in
it
the
was
heart
self-defense.
because he was punched. He was pushed.
Punched, whatever. Yeah, because of him being bullied throughout the year. Clips. I only read a couple clips today. That's what made me want us to talk about this. But every one of them said, what if the roles were reversed? What would happen?
Yeah, I read that a lot.
Yeah.
But the fatal altercation occurred at a district track meet while seeking shelter from a downpour. Anthony, a student at Centennial High School, stood under a team tent belonging to Memorial High School,
the opposite team,
where Metcalf was an athlete. The incident escalated over the tent space. The confrontation witness stated that Metcalf asked Anthony to leave the tent, to which Anthony replied, "Touch me and see what happens." When Metcalf pushed Anthony, Anthony pulled a knife from his bag and stabbed Metcalf in the chest. During the trial, prosecutors argued it was an unjustified and intentional sneak attack, while the defense maintained Anthony acted in self-defense. The verdict sentencing. A Collin County jury found Anthony guilty of murder following the highly emotional trial. Anthony, who was tried as an adult, received a 35-year prison sentence. So, in all fairness and honest opinion, if this was flipped, what would you think? If Austin was the one that stabbed Anthony, opposite race,
it wouldn't make no difference to me. It's the same.
It wouldn't make no difference to me either, but do you think it would have been treated differently? I'm not coercing, I'm asking honestly. Do you think it would have been treated differently?
You'd have to move the city of where it happened and all that. This is some white ass town, country, Texas people. The whole jury I heard was all white. The judge was all white.
Again, I feel for both families. Of course, the child that's dead. That's like, why fight over a fucking tent? This world's gone crazy. These kids think these are the answers.
He ran in there because it was raining.
Because it was raining. Leave him the fuck alone.
That's what I'm saying.
But then again, Anthony, don't fucking stab him. Like, what?
And he said, I ain't going
now you're
nowhere.
in jail. This sucks.
I'm not going nowhere. But it's a thing from what I read and heard. Like, you don't let other teammates in your team's tent. Like, it's like the Lions going into the Packers fucking locker room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, what is it? Bad taboo, voodoo.
I don't know, whatever it is. They told him bounce, and he was like, I ain't going nowhere. Touch me and see what happens. And the knife he had was just not no little pocket knife. It was a huge ass knife.
Why did he have that knife with him?
They're saying that they use them to clean their cleats. That everyone has them.
That like that?
No, I don't think so.
Don't they have a cleat cleaner? Some sort of device that wouldn't be
That's just
a big old knife.
I don't know who I read it from. People are crazy.
Wow,
and trolls.
crazy.
Crazy people just say shit just to say shit. So I don't know, but
well, there is no means to pull a knife out on somebody for being pushed because they were under the wrong tent. No means at all.
Stab him directly in the heart.
No means.
Jones reporting from McKinney Amelia. Thank you.
I really think it's just petty. Again, how the whole damn thing happened in the first place. So it's just, but people make decisions and choices in their life, and there's consequences.
So Fox 4's Lori Brown has been our only reporter inside the courtroom all day for the dramatic moments. She heard the emotional victim impact statements. Lori, we're counting on you to tell us how all of that was for you today and tonight.
Steve, the emotion of this full trial really finally was able to be released in the victim impact statements as 4 of Austin Metcalf's family members finally released from a gag order, finally able to express themselves. The impact statements happen after the jury's verdict, after the defendant is formally sentenced. So these statements are really just a chance for the victims to face the defendant and be able to let all of these things out. So the mom, Megan Metcalf, gave a very emotional but strong statement as she faced Karmelo Anthony, telling him how she used to have a house filled with energetic 2 boys full of laughter, and now her house is quiet and the laughter has been turned to screams, and all she has of her son Austin's voice is her memory and videos of him speaking, and how emotional it is seeing his identical twin brother in his room every day. And she talked about the morning that she had given them breakfast and packed their snacks, and she got the big bear hug from Austin. Certainly emotional moments in that courtroom as she told these things, and she made this statement: "You have been given a sentence of 35 years. You should feel lucky. I have been sentenced to a lifetime without my son." Next to take the stand was Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff. He had a video up playing photos of his son Austin over the years, many of them with his brother who was there in the courtroom also. And he talks about their faith helping them to get through this, but also he came to a shout telling Karmelo Anthony, "We were robbed, and to suffer such a loss is tragic," and how this whole ordeal has just taken a part of himself, and he is not the same person anymore. And he said that his son's death didn't just change who he is, but it destroyed the person who he used to be. And then it was very impactful as Hunter took the stand. We did not hear from him during the trial, as many were expecting, and he took a very respectful tone. The father of Austin Metcalf had really pointed out that he wanted Karmelo Anthony to look him in the eyes, and Hunter did the same thing, asking in a polite way that he would really appreciate it if he would look at him as he had his statements for him. And he said that you still have air while my brother is 6 feet under. But he went on to say that his brother's legacy will continue to live on. The family later appeared in that news conference that we showed you, but they chose not to take any questions tonight. Stephen, Heather.
Understood, Lori Brown. Adam McKinney at the county courthouse, thank you.
So what happens now? Well, first of all, Karmelo Anthony now goes into the Collin County Jail. There'll be a new mugshot of him, book-in photo tomorrow from the Collin County Sheriff's Department. He will be transferred to the Texas Department of Corrections, the prison system in Texas. He'll go to Huntsville for intake, and then he can be moved to any place in the state. He could stay in Huntsville, could be moved west, could be moved hundreds of miles from Dallas-Fort Worth. We won't know that until he is there.
A lot of emotional reaction to the verdict. Deanna?
To an order from the judge came less than an hour ago. The parking lot is closed. Of murder verdict for Karmelo Anthony, the time spent waiting for a sentence to be announced. And then the moment it arrived, we have seen several clashes. One person arrested, another detained. It has been a definite mix of emotional expression. One teenager whose life is lost, another going away for at least 30 years. A couple of people I spoke to put it in perspective from their own point of view.
I have kids myself, so seeing lives being lost as far as children-wise, it's a sad case all around. Everybody's angry. Everybody's upset. You know, we just lost 2 kids. I mean, you know, what more could we expect out of them? But I just feel like we gotta heal. We all gotta heal together.
We got to save our country. This is a beautiful state. Justice was served, and we got to move on. And I feel sympathy for the families. It's sad, but, it's time to move on.
We talked to folks who shared expressions very similar to that many times over. Those 2 folks, they said they were close by.
Karmelo Anthony now checked in at the Collin County Jail. That'll be his temporary stop until he goes into the Texas State Prison System. And new mugshot tonight out of Collin County.
I remember when it first happened how much people were donating to his GoFundMe right off the rip, and everybody was like furious because the boy was dead, and here he was, poor parents from every angle. My God.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband works hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution, we believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, we will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in the legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you. from the bottom of our hearts, we ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
It's sad.
Just put a little frog in my throat. This is before all this. I wonder how she sounds now after the verdict and
It's terrible.
sentencing.
It's terrible what these parents have to go through with this shit, man. About Austin's family, like to receive, like the society has to make it so much worse on them. Both parties. Death threats. There's other kids involved on each side.
Yeah, her younger daughter is afraid to sleep in a room. The brother wants
And the
to kill
brother of
everybody.
the twin has lost his twin. Like, we don't go and consider one without the other. We're this innocent kids and shit. Sad. Okay, so that was sad, and
The whole situation is sad.
it was terribly sad. But
All
now
the-
we need to touch base on
The
where that
rumors-
fundraiser money went.
Right.
Because if you've noticed on social media lately,
People are saying they bought a Cadillac Escalade and a badass
house,
mansion for almost
and that
$1
he
million.
got public defenders instead of
It had, yeah, he had a court-appointed
An actual
attorney, and they
attorney.
blew the money on high-class shit.
Well, we researched that, and that is not true. The Give and Go fundraiser company that had Anthony's
It
money.
wasn't GoFundMe for one thing.
Exactly. It wasn't even a GoFundMe. It was called Give and Go. They have been investigated by reputable sources that the money was distributed as
For his
needed
counsel.
for legal fees.
So he did start off with a court-appointed attorney. Then they hired an attorney.
After the money.
Ran out. Then they had to get another court-appointed, right?
No. They started out with a court-appointed attorney. The money was raised.
They hired the Dallas guy.
And then they hired the Dallas guy. However, to sum it all up, the money was strictly used for attorney fees and
the
relocation for safety.
They didn't buy a house.
So they're
rented
taking it out of context and saying because they relocated, they bought a house. Well, they had to for death threats. They had to leave it. That's not saying they bought a house. They used the word relocation. Whatever that means, so be it.
Says they rented
More
a
power
house
to
and
them.
they paid his attorneys.
Exactly. Yeah, they didn't even own that house.
No, they rented it.
The house prior to the money they were renting.
No, the one they moved into, they didn't buy this big ass
Okay,
house.
cut
They
that out.
rented it.
So the house they live in now, they're renting.
Yes, the people
Okay.
thought they bought with his money. No, they didn't. They rented a house and paid his legal bills, and used money to move, relocate.
Yep. So that clarifies that. Everybody should stop spreading them rumors around this poor family. They're already going through it.
Both families are going.
My heart goes out completely to Austin and his family. But the parents of this young man,
Didn't do all the things.
no, they didn't do all the things they were accused of. And I just feel like that legitimately needs to be mentioned.
Just like to keep it real.
Keeping it real.
All right. I think
All right.
that's about enough for tonight.
Yeah, I'm emotionally drained.
All right.
Anyway, enough of that.
Peace and love.
Peace and love over here, man.
All right.
Ugh, yeah. Enough of this shit, man. Supposed to be on here being happy and laughing. I like the pranks better. You can prank me tomorrow.
It's not all rainbows and butterflies out here in the real
I'm
world.
aware. Well, I'm sure we'll get some 2 cents on this, but well, we welcome it. But our hearts are in the right place for everybody involved. So
Yeah, I don't know enough about what went down in that tent, but I don't know. I don't see how it could be self-defense if the kid pushed him and he pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the heart. So
it's a kid fight. It's self-defense if there's weapons, I thought. I don't know.
because
We
that's
just
what
watched
read.
that,
We
you know.
just watched Lenore's dad's story, and he got punched and he shot the dude. Went to jail.
Exactly.
Kid just got pushed and stabbed the dude. He's going to jail.
Yeah,
So
a friend of ours' father was on his own property and got assaulted and was feared for his life where you could carry, and he used his weapon, and he went to jail for it. And that's what we're saying. Like, and he was a white man, both of them white, and he went to jail for it. It's crazy. Makes you wonder what the word self-defense stands for. What's the definition of it? What is considered self-defense?
In Florida, stand your ground.
Florida, stand your own ground. You don't fuck with nobody out here. You're done.
You can shoot your ass.
You're done.
You can go on home after you shoot
Which,
him.
again, I think could be manipulated too and misused. Like anything else, we'll take advantage of situations. I'm ready to wrap this up. That was pretty sad. Anyway, our hearts
started off happy with some music and some Rush and some, well, started going downhill with the Black Crowes, but
our thoughts and prayers are with all of them. Every person affected. Yeah, so anyway, got any advice for anybody?
Yeah, be cool.
Be chill.
We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. So be cool.
I want to be here a little longer.
Actually, I stole that from one of the riff guys, Down or Screaming Scott, or one of them guys used to say that. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
Yes, we are. Anyway, peace everybody.
Love.
Peace. Love.
Peace, right. I do the peace.
He does the peace. He does the peace.
Up in smoke, it's where my money goes.
Boom, boom, boom to you. Bye, y'all.
See ya.